Hey everyone guys, it's me, Cypher O here, and today we're going to be doing part 1 to What If Deku was a Titan Shifter. This also could be called What If Deku was the founding Titan. So without any further ado, let's get into the video. We start our story with, well, let's just say the end of the rumbling. I'm predicting the end of this, okay? So, in Attack on Titan, if you're currently out with the manga, bear in mind this is a manga spoiler, Eren Yeager has started a thing called the rumbling, which can only be started by the person who holds the founding Titan. He is an unstoppable force using the colossal titans trapped from the walls, which there are thousands of, and he uses those to, well, try and eradicate the entirety of humanity that wasn't on Paradise Island, which is the island he grew up on. Bear in mind, this is the same island where the walls are located, in case any of you are confused. Eren knows the outcome of this, so it'll be easier. So, let's get into the, so, we'll say, at the end of it all, Eren succeeds. Everyone in Paradise lives in peace. Eren is hailed as a hero by many and treated as a demon by others, but he doesn't care. In the end, he seals all the Titan abilities into himself by, he kills Armin, he kills Reiner, he gets all their abilities and he absorbs them into himself. And then he transports himself into another universe. Say, Deku has a quirk in this universe, but it's not very strong. His quirk is that he's an alien. He doesn't have any Titan powers, but he's an alien, which means Titan Serum will affect him. So let's just go off of that. So Eren transports himself into this universe, and to his surprise, he finds an alien, which he can give the 9 Titan shifting powers to. So he does. Naturally, he pulls out a syringe, which is similar to the one his father used on him, and he tracks Deku down and has a conversation with him. He's like, "Hello, Eren Yeager. My name is, hello, Izuku Midoriya. My name is Eren Yeager. You are a subject of Ymir, and I am here to grant you the greatest gift. I am granting you the gift of the 9 Titan shifting powers of the alternate universe known as, well, I don't actually know what the continent's called, but let's say Paradise because that's the only place left. So we'll say of the dimension called Paradise." He then injects Deku with the serum and is eaten. Of course, Deku then, passes out and wakes up. As himself, thinking it's a dream, he goes home. And thinking it's a dream, he goes home. So we'll skip forward to the final day at middle school for Deku. This entire time he's been bullied because his quirk just means he's a different race than most people. New race, say. Sorry about that, okay, yeah. So let's say his quirk is diagnosed as him being a different race from everyone else and potentially unlocking abilities in the future, but no one knows. So he's treated as if he was quirkless in school, and everyone hates him, despises him, and let's take this a step further. I want to make the backstory of my character a bit sad and gory. So let's say his mother didn't like him very much. she beat him. And I know I hate to do this to Enko. She's my favorite character actually, and she's a great mother. But for the sake of the story, we will change this aspect. So she'll be a terrible mother in this story. Of course, in canon, she's a lovely mother, and I think she's very supportive of her son. So, which is what all mothers should be. Let's bear that in mind. Okay, so sorry. Okay, so yeah, Izuku's mother Enko beats him every day, and his father say left because Izuku was basically quirkless, and he was like Endeavor, except not Endeavor. So you know what I mean. So the teacher's handing out forms when he says, "Oh, screw this! I know you all want to go into the hero course," and everyone starts using their quirks besides Izuku and Bakugo. Bakugo then shouts, "Hey, oi, teach! Don't lump me in with these losers." Of course, everyone gets angry at Bakugo except for Izuku because he doesn't really care. He's been having flashbacks of all the other shifter powers, so he understands what he is and he understands how to use them. And he knows that he doesn't want to show anyone because he fears they might hate him more. He knows that if he does show people, he'll be viewed as kind of a monster because the only other person is that, let's say Mountain Lady doesn't exist and identification quirks are typically used by villains. Let's say that, okay? So, you know, Kamui Woods, yeah, he saves them people at the train station whenever we saw in the manga. So it's Kamui Woods that saves them people that time. Yeah, sorry, I'm going really in depth with this, sorry. So let's keep going. Izuku is then deciding what he should do. Well, he decides that he would like to go to UA, so he does do that. And the teacher's all like, yeah, teacher doesn't really like Deku very much, so he's like, oh, Izuku Midoriya, you also want to go to UA, he says, in a very condescending tone. Bear this in mind, while staring directly into Izuku's eyes. Now everyone, begins to laugh at Izuku, saying, oh, you useless Deku, you couldn't get into the hero course, never mind a normal high school. They all make fun of him using their quirks. And that one guy just with his head above everyone else, just looking down on him. And then Bakugo explodes Izuku's desk, saying, you really think you're better than me, you stupid, useless nerd? Izuku tries to, stutter his way out. His actual personality is not like that, but it's the way he chose to act so that no one would be suspicious of him. Because, yeah, you know how it is. So, when he's starting his way out, and then the teacher's like, leave this till after school, Bakugo. Now, bear this in mind. He says it's in the actual canon thing, which shows he has a general distrust or dislike of Deku. Which, I don't really get, because the teacher was branded as quirkless in the original story. Sorry, I was doing something then. So, Izuku would grow up. Oh, no, not grow up. Izuku would. It would be the end of the day at the school day. Sorry. I'm just losing track of the events that were happening in the story. So, at the end of the school day would come and Izuku would, grab all his stuff. He'd be putting his hero book in his bag when Bakugo would come around with his lackeys and snatch out his hand, saying, oh, a hero analysis for your future? Oh, you really think you can be a hero, you useless Deku? He then explodes it, throws it out the window, everything goes to canon here, including him telling Izuku to jump off the building. Of course, this incentive is there. It genuinely is there. Because Izuku is depressed. His emotions are kind of locked away because he doesn't want to show everyone, but he doesn't want to make it seem as if he's too sad because he don't want anyone noticing, he doesn't want to affect anyone. Which he has that true hero spirit in that regard because he never wants to show his problems to make everyone else sad. So yeah, sorry, that may sound bad to say, but it's just the way that I view it. So, the events go to canon with Izuku, getting caught by the sludge villain and All Might saving him. He would then also latch onto All Might's leg and say, he would ask him the question when they land, could I be a hero with a weak quirk such as my own? Now he knows this is a lie because he's slowly been filtered with the memories of everyone else. Because Eren, let's say he's went to the same dimension Ymir was in and just slowly filtered the memories through to him. And let's say something may come into play. The ship for this I'll ask you and I'll put a poll up at the end of this video. But yeah. So he's slowly been filtering his and Ymir's memories in with everyone else's memories. Now, here's something I don't really get. See, this is what I'm gonna say, and I know this may sound like very weird and like a very thing that sounds like it'd be like a fetish or something, but no. This is just how I'd view this, the way this is going. Since Izuku would gain the abilities of the female Titan, which, bear in mind it is the female Titan, I would say that the moment he unlocks the female Titan, say he unlocks each ability per event that happens, so he will unlock the female Titan before the rest of the Titans, because I don't want it to affect him in the long run. I want it to affect him in the short term so that he can learn to live with it. Because, I don't know if this is actually a thing that would happen. Because, I don't know what would happen if a male used the female Titan, but I'll say it just changes the gender, because it just seems like the most likely option in my opinion. So, yeah. Okay. So, yeah, Izuku then, asks All Might if he can be a hero with such a weak quirk as his own, being just a different race. And All Might, being just the absolute dickhead he is, even in the normal story, is like, oh, I can only use you because you proved yourself. Like, what the fuck, All Might? You do not make a child your successor just because he proved himself. It's like, yeah, I get it. Make your successor prove themselves, but don't make a child prove themselves to be your successor. See, they sound very similar to many people, but they're not the same. And it genuinely makes my blood boil whenever I, go for that. So yeah, Izuku then, goes home, or is walking home when he hears an explosion, yada yada yada. He goes, sees Bakugo, and this is when he unlocks the female Titan. See, he knew he could use these Titan abilities, but he didn't know how to use them. You know what I mean? So, and he's got a very similar problem to Eren, where he can't control them until he overcomes his emotional state. Which, let's say he doesn't really have a very strong emotional state, because in general it's going to be very easy for him to control the Titans. And I want it to make his character extremely OP, because of course the rumbling won't start in this universe, because there's no colossal Titans unless Deku decides to make them. So yeah. But he can see the future once he unlocks Attack Titan, which I'll say is the last Titan he unlocks. Or the Attack Titan's ability, at the very least, will be the last one he unlocks. So Izuku then is engulfed in lightning, because he's in a near-death situation. Or not a near-death, but more like he's in a situation where he wants to save a friend. So he brings his arm up, he brings his hand up to his face, and he bites down. Everyone in the crowd turns to look at him, as they see him enveloped in a golden light. Then they see a massive Titan. Or, you could call it Titan, but it's a female, because no one actually got to look at the person, let's say. So no one got to look at Izuku at the time. So a massive female Titan, which I'll say it will be. See, I know I've got a thumbnail, and I've got two thumbnails for this, and they're both with Deku being a boy, because I can't be bothered to edit them. But let's just say, it makes more sense if I use the male Deku version, so it makes it seem a bit more clear. And yeah, so Izuku then sprints in, because he's using the Ymir Titan, bear this in mind, he's using Ymir's Titan, the full-powered massive Titan that's like 3 times the size of I think it's like 20 times the size of a colossal Titan, actually. So, he's using Ymir's Titan, and everyone just looks up in awe at the size of this, no, let's say Mountain Lady does exist, and everyone sees this and is like, wow, that's bigger than Mountain Lady. And Izuku just, goes down, and she reaches down and picks Baku out of the sludge, and then lifts the sludge villain up and crushes him. Because, I'm assuming the eyes are the only tangible form on this villain, so destroying the eyes would mean destroying the villain in general. Because, when All Might splattered the villain, I didn't see no brain, so I'm assuming the eyes are the only piece of consciousness that the villain has, so, they crushed the villain. Or she killed it. The Titan then falls to the ground, and let's say, just because of pure luck, the Titan doesn't hit anything. Because, let's say, change the scene to maybe a forest. She's like there. Yeah, no, she runs away to a forest with Baku on her arm, in her hand, and on her shoulder. Because Baku woke up and stood on the shoulder, because he knows he can't get down, it's just too dangerous. And when the Titan stops in the forest, she places him down on the floor and falls next to him. Bakugo goes to the head of the Titan to see what happens, and out crawls a female Izuku. Now let's say Bakugo launches at this unidentified girl right now because he doesn't know it's Izuku, and he launches at her and he shouts. He grabs her by the shirt. Palm explosions going off. He's like, "Who the fuck are you?" At this point, Izuku stares hard into Bakugo's soul, hardening herself, like literally. She hardens her fist, let's say, and punches Bakugo right in the face. So, yeah, Bakugo's there like, "Oh, you could have broke my jaw, you bitch." And Izuku's like, "Good. I just saved your fucking life, and you're just complaining at me? Screw you," she says, sticking up her middle finger. "And I'll have you know, I was Izuku Midoriya before I unlocked my fucking Titan abilities." And then Bakugo just looks at him like, "Deku?" And Izuki, we'll say her name is now Izumi because that's just a typical name, and I'm not going to use the same one I used for my What If Deku was a Girl, which I still need to continue, of course, but it won't be continued this month. And also, here's a quick announcement, guys. I'm going to go through all the videos I've got planned for this month. So this video will be released, or is being released, on the 3rd of January 2021. The next video we have will be the What If Naruto Had the 10 Commandments, will be released on the 10th of January. Then we've got my brother coming in to do a new part, and I'm sure you'll remember him from What If Deku Had a Dormant Quirk. Also, go check out part 2 of that, because he was really excited to do the new part, but he's got a light goal and he wants to see everyone else enjoying the series before he continues with it. So the next video he'll be doing was What If Natsu Had Blue Flames Part 1, which was released on the 17th of January. And then What If Deku Had the Founding Titan Part 2 will be coming out on the 24th. And the 31st, it'll be What If Deku Had the 10 Tails Part 6. So that, by the way, this was the end of the What If, so I'm just going into announcements right now, which are mostly mostly how things are going to be going from now on. So, the way things are going to be is, at the end of this month, at the end of this January, I'm going to be starting a new way of posting videos. It will be one video every 4 days. And then, it'll be one video every 4 days in February. Then in March, it'll be one video every Tuesday, one video every Sunday. And then it'll go back to one video every 4 days, because I really don't want to post on my birthday, which is the 12th of March. And if I did that from the way I'm doing it currently, then it wouldn't work. So, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you had a good time, and enjoy 2020. Happy New Year, and please, like and subscribe. It will help this channel a lot, and I really want to grow. And I hope we can reach 1,000 subscribers by at least my birthday, because it'd make my day, it'd make my year, it would make everything for me. So, thank you very much for watching.